So here's what we'll do for this one. See who comes back here. If anybody from the last show comes back here, or if new people come, we're gonna do something different today. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be. This gonna be. This gonna be. This is. I'm excited too. I really am. I don't get excited about things too often. I feel like it's a Christmas. It's a gift. And here's what we're gonna do. Um, I guess I gotta wait for people to come here to tell you what's gonna happen. But because in the future it's not gonna matter if you come watch this in the future. You just watch it happen. But I'm gonna wait till maybe 5 people show up to tell them what's going on. Because it's so interesting. I'm talking and I'm saying all this, and only people in the future will hear me say this. The people that are gonna jump on my show like in a minute or two, they have no idea. And maybe, just maybe, no one shows up. Or maybe everyone shows up. Or half of them. Some of them. It is a wandering of mine. How and when people show up, like when they have time, like where they from, and all of that. I think it's very interesting. When you have a worldwide audience of people that are sometimes sleeping, sometimes working, sometimes drive the kid to school, blah blah blah, and they got all these life things going on, and like who and why people show up. The why is always the most important. The why is the most important because it's also the Y chromosome. But that's a little another trick of the mind. But here we're gonna have this is it was hey, what up? Is that we can do something fun today. I gotta wait a little while for people to show up to tell you what we're gonna do. I'll tell you. I'm gonna say it again later. I'm gonna open up my computer, and people on here are gonna tell me what video I should watch and critique. I'm gonna critique people. Criticize. I don't know. I ain't gonna criticize nobody, but I will comment thoroughly, thoroughly, like just really get up in there. That's what I'm gonna do. So if you have any videos that are like people that you like, or people that you're like this fucking idiot, and like I don't know why you'd be listening to that person anyways, but like what does Zen think about this? We'll do that, and I'll fucking we'll get up in there. But see, like it's funny, like the lad, we're 3 minutes in, and there's only apparently on this side there's 2 people here. It always makes me curious. So sometimes I'll have a show and I'll have like 30 people show up in like 3 minutes, and then sometimes like no one shows up. And I always think, okay, what kind of algorithm is YouTube playing with? Is it is YouTube like the people that are like in pushing buttons allowing my stream to get to certain people? You know how on Instagram you don't get to see everybody's, like when somebody uploads a photo, right? Or whatever, you don't get to see it necessarily. You might, but you don't. And you get all this random shit too, and you're like, I think I want to see this. And like, or some of it like, okay, cool, this is cool, but there's like strange algorithms. It's like when is it that people are informed? Because I've had a lot of people tell me, like, yo, I don't get informed when you're making a video. I've never seen you do a live show. I want to talk to you. I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. Like, did you hit the bell? They're like, yeah, I hit the bell, but then I come back to my channel, and it's not on. I'm like, I wonder how many people are actually, how many people are actually people, and how many are like robots, and how many, that's always, because it's obviously one person could have 5 names, right? I could have 5 other channels. I've thought about doing it just to like I could make 5 other kind of personas and personalities and make money off of this shit. But it's not, I'll put it all right here. It's all one stop shop for weirdness. Is that Colonel? What you mean? My and Ginny much? No, I last night I was just you know I watched one of his earlier videos, and I really it sparked and touched part of my soul. And I was like, oh, my and Jin, what a sweet guy. What a sweet motherfucker he is. He is too sweet. I wish I knew him better so I could fucking joke on him. So I could just like say some jokes. He'd be like, "Well, Zen said you're a fucking da da da," and I don't know him well enough. I've never met him in person, so I don't. It's like people like you like to like say something that's contrary or to shit on somebody, but it's in a loving way. You know what I mean? Like that brotherly love kind of shit. So I guess no one's gonna show up to this broadcast. So we'll just I'm not gonna do this unless 50 people show up. I don't. It's purposeless because it needs to be done live. It needs to happen with people on here so they can participate with what's going on, and that's the point of this. This is a participatory. That's a good word. Participatory. That's 6 syllables right there. I just gave you guys a 6 syllable word. Go ahead and take that to your fucking classroom. Participatory. Try to say that. That's a tough one. Participatory. That's like a you gotta like do that to these. It's more fun that way. Hold on. Yeah. I guess this is what I get. When I do shows this at this hour, no one's here. Not the people I know. It's like 9 o'clock. What the fuck are y'all doing? Fuck are you? Where the fuck? I, what do you? Five? Come on, show up, motherfuckers. Or in the larger psychological manipulation scales, like the people that comment and the people that change the names that I've never seen that don't actually exist. If I've never the way I play this is very simple and it's very funny to me. If I never met you as a person, these numbers and what you're saying over here as comments, to me, it's just digital diarrhea. Digital diarrhea. There you go. Because so I act a certain way. It's funny to me. I might get really angry at a comment or something. I might not be angry, or I might whatever. Because I think it's fucking funny. Because I don't know you. And even people that I have met off of here, I'm still suspect of some of those people too. Meaning like you Agent Smith, homie. You working for a program. A lot of people work for programs. Program people, you can't. How about deprogramming division? As these people are trying to, the best part of my job, oh wait, I don't have a job. Best part of my work is that I get to deprogram people that are trying to program me. Figure that one out. That's a really good one. So people like I get people on my channel. They just type stupid shit in, or some guys like, well, we type this shit. We're gonna get them to get them on the fucking diet. Let's get them on the fad diet. Let's get them to think and believe this for a minute. I don't have a God, and I don't have a belief system really. Like I don't even believe the things that I believe. Imagine that one. Isn't that fun? I don't even believe the things that I believe. How do you do that? This is fun. It's always curious to me when and how people when people show up. Let's go out here. Let me go to the sunshine. See, this is the thing. I don't gotta put makeup on. I don't even care about what you. Oh shit! It's so bright out here. Oh, it's wet. I can't do this too long. It's kind of overcast and a little too glum up there. And also my balcony was a bit moist from my feet. Hey, what's up, Patil? What's up? Yeah, it's a little overcast today. Oh, that's what I do with it. Pay attention, son. What are you doing? So at this point, because the show is not going to go as scheduled, what I'm going to do is what I do all the time, and what everybody should learn to do is just improvise and talk shit. Because I thought there'd be like 20 people here at this point. I don't know why I thought that. I just thought there would be, or maybe there is, and I'm just not seeing it up here, and I'm not getting your comments here. But here's what I was gonna offer. I was gonna open up another computer and watch a video and then do the like commentary on it, and so everybody could be like, "Oh my God, there's this person that like I can't tell if they're like whoa," and I'll be like, "All right, here's how it works." Brandzen, what's going on? What are you doing? And I also feel like I want to talk that way all day today. A very, I think because I screamed my voice, I smoked way too much hookah yesterday, and I screamed for the Saints way too much. Well, hey, uh, I want to get your first name right, but the Y's and the V's, uh, I mean, Yuvraj, am I close with the Yuvraj Patil? So I mean, Patils, you're part of the Patels. You just changed the E to the I, the Patel. Okay, thanks. Yeah, cool, cool. Yeah, I know Patel. Her name got changed quite a bit. She came to America and then changed the last name quite to a whole nother thing. But that's neither here nor there. Um, what should we do? Hey, my friend, I'm gonna call you Monsieur Patel, or should I go Patel? should I should should I throw my tongue in the back of my mouth and say, go get a beer, motherfucking brands, and go get a beer. That's all we do. We get beers, we get wine, and we get liquor, and we talk good things to people until they want to fuck with us, and then we eat people's faces off. So, Monsieur Patil, but I can't even. Whenever I start laughing and I want to do like, there's certain vocal vocal things that I can do to like mimic other cultures, and when I start laughing, I can't do any of them. And most of the time, I'm laughing, so I can't do them very well. So give me 1 second, I was trying to mix French and and um and maybe like, I don't know. I mean, there's so many dialects within the Indian culture, obviously. Where are you from? Which part? North, south, east, west? Are you more dark skinned or light skinned? Are you like do you eat meat? Are you vegetarian? Do you I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because the different parts of the different states, east, yeah. Let's see, north, south, east, east coast. I'm East Coast baby. That's how we go. I say East Coast, East Coast is what's up. At least in the Americas, you know. East Coast Americas is where it's at. Like West Coast, they say West Coast, Best Coast. I don't know. I don't know. I never been there. I can't really comment too hard on the West Coast because I ain't really been there like that. But I do know that what I've been told is that everything is plastic. It's like plastic beaches and shit out there. And I don't work well with plastic. And if you're from the East Coast, like people from the West Coast can come into New York City, but people from New York City, I don't think they want to go to the West Coast because they will annihilate people. I just that's my general, you know, like the reality is, if you from Philly, if you're from Baltimore, if you're from DC, if you're from Pittsburgh, ugh. If you're from this any just go down the East Coast. I mean, we could get down to Florida even if we need to. Crazy ass Floridians. These people ain't taking shit. Those people eat shit for a living, and that's just how it is. Like people on the West Coast, like people on the West Coast, like what do? To make a movie? Once you go over that fucking borderline to to Hollywood, to La La Land. Well, now it might not be real. Like this might be just what we've heard, but it seems like a lot of like eyebrow tweezing, phony motherfuckers that are plasticized, getting fucking, ass fat jammed up in their lips and like fucking shaving their eyebrows, and getting a fucking, sucking a dick and catching one in the ass. Like that's fine. If that's your what you need to do, but that East Coast West Coast thing is a very funny, and they all and they're thank you Logan, thank you Logan. They all vegan out there, vegan. What's vegan? They all suck and eat dick all day, but they won't eat meat, but they meat eating. See, they don't want to get they don't want to get burnt. Put some fucking put some fucking spray tan on because you don't want to go out in the sun and get burnt. Anyways, no, I'm not here shitting on Hollywood. I'm not shitting on the West Coast. I just haven't been there, but I know about like this is I live in Little Hollywood. That's what they call it. That's what they call New Orleans, Little Hollywood, little La La Land. I mean L.A., Louisiana, right? There's movies always going on these days, like all the fuck around here. It's like, man, you walk down the street like filming tomorrow at. Like, I'm like, fuck. Gotta walk through this fucking movie set again. No, no, no. I don't. Mr. I was gonna Monsieur. I was gonna give a French thing. Yeah. No, no, no. I don't live in. I live in New Orleans, the soul of America. Here, hey, hey, hey. I love to share this with people because I think it's very important. There's somebody that put a website together that is devoted to explaining the geometry of the world and how New Orleans is the soul of at least America and probably the world. Like when we say people like we all came from Mama Africa, there's a place in Africa that has the same center point hub of information and energy. The same way that in India there's a certain point, right? Well, I mean, India is part of you know what I'm saying, but the continents all have specific location points that radiate energy, and they're actually like funny enough is when you start to loop these things around and look at them, there's a reason that Philadelphia, Boston, oh, it could be Boston, Philadelphia, New York City, blah, blah, blah. It goes in a straight line where the capitals are. And then you get down to where it just so happens, right? But then you look at where New Orleans is, and literally on a map, we live at 3090. If you go look on Google Earth or whatever, and you put in 30 degrees by 90 degrees, I don't know what the, latitude, longitude, but that exists about a mile from me that way, like that exact point. Well, it's not a mile, but it's in this area, right? So when you start playing with these concentric circles of where do things radiate from, and we're furthermore called like, we're like the hoodoo voodoo capital, right? Like this is where people are. It's like the tombs are above ground. The dead are out here, and the saints are out here. Saints and sinners are the dead world. But it's actually it's inverted because this is the real world. We live in the real world, like the real. Like it's texture out here. So I'm trying to give you a couple points of there's a website. If you look up Monsieur Patel, look up because I don't want to fuck your first name up. I had to go through so much to get the. I know it's a very simple name. I really get it, but it's just not my tongue. It has a hard time saying. Yuvraj, yeah, Yuvraj. Look up the word "Soul of America" and New Orleans and see if you can't find the site that he'll explain the geometry. UV. Oh, UV. Are you UV Hugh? UV. 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 I see you. I see UV. Look up the website and find the soul of America. And the guy spent I don't know. I'm guessing at least enough of his life figuring out the geometries of things, the the uh, the data on why is there a why is the coordinates 3090. And if Tesla told anybody, if you understand, I see all things. So, so if you understood, as Tesla said, the power of 3, 6, and 9, you'd understand why New Orleans is so powerful because it's the coordination of 3 and 6. Or excuse me, 3 and 9, 3090. There's a brewery here just down the street, and I'm supposed to go on a brewery tour. I think today. I think I'm gonna go on a brewery tour today. And you guys can go watch me get all fucking drunk again. It's like every day. Wait, it's not every day. Sometimes you know what's funny is like if you guys scroll through my videos, you'll see Zen at a fucking 10 sometimes, and you'll see me like just going, well, let's talk about this today. And I think there's so much to be said for that for how you should live your life. I don't think you should live your life anyway. Like don't accuse me of telling you how you should live your life. But I think there's a way. I think there's a way. I think the path is very clear. I think it's very go goat shit. Yeah, goats. We be shitting on people, yo. What's up, Logan? Logan, you said Zenjin. It does say something, yeah. Nature Restored. I never heard of them. Um, I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this much that I don't debate people, and there's a very obvious reason for this, and it's twofold. It's because I speak with truth and facts 100% of the time. And if I don't, what I'll tell people, and you can hear me, go watch my videos, I'll say, it seems or appears or it feels like, I think maybe. Those are what I deal with when I'm just going, okay, well, don't take my word on this. But if I say, okay, here's what you need. And somebody says, I got a problem with my eye, or I got a problem with my ear, or I got a problem with something, I'm like, okay, here's the herbs you need. It's just factual, like those are the ones. We've studied this, we've figured it out. Everything else, I'm kind of like, so I don't really debate people because people like to debate with what they think, like what they think they know. It's not what they. It's not like. It's not. It's not like empirical evidence of what is through time and space and generations. Like it holds true. Like that's what I deal with, and so me debating people doesn't work. I've been asked to do some shows and I just don't do them because I don't want to bait it. I don't want it because it doesn't it's going to make you look stupid and make me look good, or you look smart and me look stupid. That's not the point of the point of debate. The point of even having interchange with people is to develop a higher sense or a higher awareness. So I don't want to debate somebody. I don't like kicking people down. I don't like telling people they're stupid. But I don't want people thinking I'm stupid. And you know what? Most of the world would probably think I'm fucking stupid. Think I'm fucking retarded. Like absolutely fucking insane for thinking half the things. Because you couldn't listen, you couldn't sit down and listen to me for fucking 50 hours. What you could do is take a soundbite of one thing I said and be like, look at this fucking idiot. He thinks the world's flat. Look at this fucking idiot. You could do that with anyone. But holistically, so getting back to this, that's the thing with anyone. So why is it you don't find people? Let me develop your ability to see with your third eye a little better. Why is it you don't see Brad Pitt out at a bar getting drunk? Cause either he ain't getting filmed, he ain't doing it, or it's paid where people go, you just let Brad do what he wants to do. or anybody else in that industry. You got people that play the fucking heel. You got people that play the toe. You got people that play the whole. So they all part of the whole fucking system, right? Ain't nobody come up in no Hollywood parties with the fucking camera and shit. You leave that shit at the door, yo. If you could be having a gangbang with Angelina Jolie and fucking Brad Pitt, and then every other beautiful woman you could think of, and just like an orgy. Who's filming that? You put the fucking phone down and you fucking you have fun. That's the difference. You don't film that shit. Because then you'd be like, oh, look at these people. They're crazy. Except everybody's going like, these guys are out here fucking. I would like to be doing that. And then you got these like fucking four old fat faggot fucking transvestite women. They're like, oh, we don't believe in what they're doing. They're totally anti-Jesus. And they're like, could you imagine this? I can't wait to this. Here. I'm gonna give you one more level up. You're gonna find these people that believe in the Bible, Jesus Christ, and they're gonna use scripture to tell you something about being transvestite. To have a doctor, which is scientist, cut off their genitals and or invert them or whatever, how the fuck that works. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna be on the TV telling you about how Christ said that the science cult, by cutting their dick off, made them more or giving their pussy a penis. That's what I'm talking about. I'm always talking about how that works. Here, I'm gonna give you just as a little fucking joke right now, because I think we're far enough in here where ain't nobody news coming on here. Remember that whole fucking Me Too slogan, that campaign? You know that sign that you put before it? It looks like it's called hashtag. No. The joke is this. Here's the joke. I'm gonna tell you the joke, and it's gonna blow your fucking mind. But you should already know the joke. The hashtag is a pound sign. Remember when you used to play with the okay, someone's laughing already, but if you were to like look at the phone and you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, and you had the thing, it was like that was called a pound. What they're doing is saying a pound me too. Huh? Pound me too? Oh yeah. Somebody fuck the shit out of her. Right? What? What is anybody not getting? Like this whole culture of you asexualized, non-sexualized beings. Like sex is life. That's why you exist. Everything is sex. You walk down the street, you're like, that's beautiful. I want to smell that flower. And you do. You smell that flower, and it smells good. And you're like, oh, look at this fucking beautiful woman. There's no sin in just saying like, holy shit. Like I imagine like, oh, that would be a really great. Or as a woman going, man, I would like to fucking get my fucking snow plowed by that gentleman right there. That would be. So pound me too. Go get it. Pound me too. Yeah. I'm gonna start putting that on. I'm gonna hashtag. I'm gonna start pounding everything. Me as well. Me also. I'm the one. Pound everything. What? Gorilla fucking? It's like George Carlin already told you this. The only people that are against sexuality are people you want to fuck anyways. Let me speak to the manager bitches with the short haircuts. Their haircut getting lower and lower until they fucking shaved their head and became fucking neo-Nazis or whatever the fuck that means. Like they're just cutting their hair shorter and shorter. That's how they do. So they can go see a manager. You know why they sign a manager? So they can get their ass pounded in the back room. See? It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Yeah, and to go a little farther on that one, it's all bullshit. It's all bad for you. And in the same line, in the same vein, Carlin was on the same mental trip as what the fuck is his name? Terrence McKenna. Terrence McKenna said culture is not your friend. But he didn't do it with such a like twangy accent because he had a nasally. I can't do Terrence McKenna's voice too well because he's super nasally, and I have a large enough nose where I can breathe, so I speak different. That accent I can't get, but they're very similar. And culture is not your friend, and how like nobody out here wants you to be yourself. I don't know what that is. I'm not saying, a lot of people think being yourself is just being a fucking goofball or like a clown and just, playing the we're gonna, dress stupid and do. No, that's not what being yourself is. Being yourself is like, what do you actually think? What do you actually feel? Like if right now, if I felt, if I felt like, and this is more homage to, um, this is more homage to, who should we do it? Let me see. I like to find quotes from people that came before me because I think it's very important. Hmm. It's the concept that I'm just trying to further this thoughts for people on how culture is in a lot of ways a sickness. Sometimes it's healthy. It's the same way as gut bacteria. You can have things that are going on in your gut, your stomach, and all of this right here in your intestines that will make you unhealthy. And then you have things that will also eat away at the really bad Bacchus. Bacchus is where you get the word bacteria. But some of those are really good, which is the confusing part. Because people don't know the difference between good salt and bad salt. Good bacteria, bad bacteria. There's bacteria that you can put in beer that will kill the beer. And there's bacteria you can put in the beer that will make the beer live. So those cultures, most of the time, cultures, um, it's just it's a simple, specific enterprise of energies. How's that? So this is why you can take the same wheat and the same water and put different bacterias in there, and you're gonna get two different beers, two different flavors out of it. But you could also take bacteria that will kill both of them. So let me scroll back through here. Nature restored Zach Chrono. I'll still check it out. I think somebody told me about him the other day. I mean, I guess. I mean, here's the thing: is Zach Chrono. I'm gonna go off on this um, before I go into what's next here. Yavraj. Before I get into your comment here, nature restored. We're always part of nature. Even the vegans, even the plastic, even all of these gypsum walls and all of the shit we deal with, even the worst parts of it, which veganism is pretty bad. Veganism is one of the worst things ever. That's very serious. But it's still part of nature because how is it not? If I can produce plastic, then it's natural. There's nothing artificial, really. I mean, there are things that we can produce that we shouldn't use. Like, we should already have gotten to the point where we realize plastic ain't the fucking thing, right? We should have known when we made glass. Glass is of a higher value than plastic. I mean, ain't it? If I could put something like alcohol into glass or plastic, eventually the plastic is going to not be there because the alcohol will eat it. So what's living there? What's going on? There's a higher level to things. I mean, I get plastic's easy. It's made out of blah blah blah. Like maybe it's made out of corn oil. I don't really know the process, but it does seem like getting plastic in the body when most people live to be 72 years, plastic is not going to be helpful to the body. Where I know that glass doesn't leach into the the mixture of whatever the fuck someone's drinking. So you don't get all the like the. It's gonna take a long time to digest plastic. It's not bad. It's not bad in every way, but you shouldn't use it for certain things. Let's just put it that way. If you want to make a car out of plastic, go for it. Because you ain't eating a car. But you might go and eat some vegetables that were held in a plastic container, and then those vegetables are going to be leaching the plastic into them. It doesn't seem right. There's a place for the living world, a place for the dead world. So there's nothing wrong with science. There's nothing wrong with producing plastic. You know, it's not. It's like, oh, but somebody's gonna be like, no, Zan, it's actually causing an ozone layer deficiency and blah 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 blah. Come on, B. Enough of that. We ain't looking for your fucking stupid shit that you read off fucking one internet website. You can be like, the internet said, and it was like the ozone shit. You even know what fucking ozone is? Stupid people, yo. It's not their fault though. I mean, they do have a phone in their hand where they could like, literally check out the entire informational construct of the universe and just find anything they want it, and they just choose to go, no, but there's one time this thing said to me that, so I believe that now. And yeah, debating just leads people into square boxes, then it just becomes a pissing contest. Yes, this is exactly it. And UV Hugh, come through. You're always welcome here. Uh, life is a meditation. What's up, man? Or a woman, whatever the fuck thing you are. Yeah, the sexual repression is, yeah. Everything has been sexually programmed for a very long time, but especially pernicious these days. Hmm. Yeah, like the fact that like if I see someone out and I'm like, wow, that is a beautiful being. Like there's this chick that I saw the other day. She's much younger than me, but she's just beautiful, like just beautiful, and she's smart, and she's like, well, she holds herself together. And I was talking to a friend of mine. I was like, yo, that chick is like, she's like, so my friend on me, she goes, that chick is too young for you. And I was like, no, 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 no. She's well advanced more than every, like, she's super fucking high level. And I was like, oh, that's my, I like, I was, this is the thing. It's like, so what goes on in my mind? Am I a degenerate for believing? Like, I looked at her, I was like, you're beautiful. And I looked at her whole being, and I was like, I wasn't just looking at her physical form. I was like looking at her soul and all of this, right? No, not everybody can do that, because a lot of people they could just like look at some tits on the internet, which happen to be somebody's fucking, like here, there's a butthole for, you know what I mean? People that have done that, they just, there's oh, look at my butt, and it's actually someone's armpit or some shit. I don't know. Point is, I was looking at this chick and I was like, I would probably impregnate her. Uh, I'd happily not pull out. I've got through I've got through life. I've got through life to this point where like 100% of the time, just pull out king. And I'm like her, I'd be like, no, I'm definitely dropping seed in you. And and I think that's a curiosity to me, that I feel that way. I think that way. I wasn't thinking it that way because like I could probably wake up in the morning with you and still say, hey, I think I still respect you. Where a lot of things out here is like, chicks don't respect dudes in the morning. Fuck boys. Chicks out here just fucking dudes. Like they don't respect this dude, and this dude don't respect her. There's just like, okay, let's just have a little moment of interaction. But then there's like a certain sort of you know, I can't. Okay, so if I can't look at a woman and like be fucking get aroused in my being, then I can't listen to music and be aroused. If I can't smell something and be aroused by it, well then I'm dead. But I smell flowers when I walk through the streets. I can smell garbage, which is equally important. And I can hear music that's good, and I can hear music that's bad. And I can see things that inspire me and turn me on. I can see things that turn me off. That's just how it works. Is it not right? Yeah, Tanya Shelley. Yeah. How do you get out of this insane world? I'd probably say start finding people that have pound me too, and be like, excuse me, can I fuck your brains out? And be like, how dare you? But yes, please do that. People that act so fucking shy and naive, they actually want to get their brains pounded out. That's what they want because they don't want brains anymore. Because their brains are taking them to a plane of existence they don't want. They want to get fucked. They want to get fucked. Look at their fucking mind blown. Blow your mind, pound your brains out, all that shit. That's what they want. What's up, Katarina? What's up, Logan? Victorian age. They live so proper, yet they couldn't clean their own kitchens. Yep. Some people are not physically very attractive, but their souls, personalities are so immensely beautiful and magic. Yeah, I know, but maybe you do, but that's something completely wildly different, Katerina. People are beautiful, and I would hug them all and kiss them all in a way. You know what I mean? But like, that to s- here's what's said. It is rectilinearity and beauty that's held within all of our structure. We have a left and right side, and that balance is what causes people to find aesthetic aesthetic beauty in things. And if your generations before you were ugly, you'd be ugly. And ugly is not healthy. It just is. Now you might find people that are like birthed into an ugly body. No, that's another thing. But most people that are ugly for a fucking reason, and they are ugly. And most people that are beautiful actually are. But then you have people that are artificially beautiful, meaning they have to go to Hollywood, get this shit changed. I just snapped that nose right there. Ooh, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's a booger. Put that over here. You know what I mean? And so they get their ears and their everything adjusted just so that they look the way that people perceive. You wouldn't perceive beauty in a rectilinear fashion if it was untrue. You would never build a house that was not rectilinear. You wouldn't build a human that way. God didn't create things out of balance, but we find people that are out of balance, out of harmony. So their voice, someone with a terrible voice, like I'm gonna show you again. I'm gonna show you again and again and again and again and again and again. And again, and again. Someone with a terrible voice, they're not balanced. Somebody that has a face that's not right, or their body isn't like you can't both ways. Somebody that can't smell, somebody can't smell things, somebody can't hear things, that's out of balance. There's no perfect being completely awesomely in balance, but there are people that are wildly out of balance. That, yeah, they might have a good being within them, but that doesn't make them the thing to strive to become. You would never strive. I'm gonna go one more with this. You would never strive to become more ugly. You wouldn't be a fat girl trying to become. You wouldn't be a skinny girl trying to be fat. You wouldn't be a pretty dude trying to be ugly. You wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very, very fucking simple that people strive towards what they would consider perfection. Perfection is balance, and balance is in at least six directions. So, but the underlining thing, like good humor and good thoughts, are yeah, they'll help to shape things. Thank you, Katarina. Ugly is it's not natural. And I know I'm a little behind here on the comments, so hopefully you guys are still here and are listening. And I've put everybody onto this book. I'm gonna, you know what my next video will be called this book. It's called Pottinger's Cats. And I think everyone that watches anything that I talk about needs to read this fucking book. This is about nutrition. This is about natural. This is about what nature is. This is about, you know, when we say nature, we say the natural world. Alchemy isn't outside of nature, but we can somehow pull things out of alchemy to turn things really weird. You know, magicians and alchemy and nature. I'll do the next video on that. Magicians, alchemy, and nature. And I want to do it right now because this is how I do. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna zip it up, and I'm gonna get back to alchemy, nature, and get into how ugly and unnatural and plasticized is unnatural, and ugly has to do with that kind of, you know, when you see that 70-year-old that should look 70, but they actually look like there's plastic all over their face. Or you watch these people on the news, and they just like, ooh. Just let yourself look the way you look. This is how I look. I don't, you know, this is the lighting I got. This is what I look like. This is what I look like at fucking 8 in the morning after being out all night, being a fucking an ingrate. You know what I mean? This is what I look like. This is what you got. I'm not gonna go ahead and just let's go put the powder on this and just get this all. What do people think? Yeah, aesthetic beauty is interesting because I think something beautiful, things that are ugly are allowed to become raised up and do not seem ugly anymore. It's a hard concept. I know, I get you. I'll work with that. Yeah. You want some Shakti? Shakti pot. Life is a meditation. What's up? It's been a while. It's always funny when I see certain people that I knew from back in the day that used to come to my channel, and then I see them at like weird, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, hey, how would you like to see your ex-girlfriend or something? Think about that, or your ex-boyfriend or whatever. Like, hey, this is how I look. Check me out. I'm good looking. Huh. You're missing out, lady. You're missing out, dude. You know, whatever the fuck. Isn't it funny, like, in the sense of, like, I put all my broadcasts out here in the sense of, like, shit, some people that I told they should come watch my channel, like, because people are like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I just kind of make YouTube videos and not that important, but you can check them out. And then I wonder if they'll just listen to the most recent one and think I'm a fucking raving lunatic and not go through, like, oh, this dude's got fucking 800 other videos that are amazing, and then did he really just say that? Did he just do that? Comedy is funny in that way. Yeah, Logan, I hear you there, man. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to plug this phone back in. I'm gonna turn this show off and go find myself some beverages. Where we at here? It's only 10 o'clock. I think I'm supposed to go to a bunch of bars today. I was told this. I was supposed to. I had a task to do today, and I'm still gonna manage to do it. And you guys can come on the journey with me. I just have to make sure this phone is charged up and everything else is charged up, and we'll do it. Hopefully, this little inlet into my life and the words of the words of God. I don't know why God would speak like that. I don't know. Wouldn't it be like harmonize and like ha ha ha? You know, like I don't know. Like I need like a chorus behind me. But anyways, hope you've enjoyed this. I will see you all very soon. Well, I won't see any of you. That's the yeah. Come join with me. Come join me for this. The funny thing is, I don't get to meet any of you, which is the funniest part. I've got to meet like, I think I've met like 6 people off of here, which is cool, which is really cool. But the rest of you, like, to me, you're fucking dead. You're all dead. And you're especially dead if you don't fucking, damn you, I need a little bit too, you know? I need a little bit. You're dead to me if you can't just throw $1 in my, can you just throw something in my piggy bank? You know, that's what I want. I want somebody start up a business and it'll be like an online wall. We'll call it piggy banks or something like that. I don't know, piggy backs or I don't fucking know. But you know, all I need is $1 a month. If all my subscribers gave me $1 a month, I'd be fucking. I could get a new system. I could have like one person like with a camera. I could like, you know, green screen the whole thing, and we could have some fuck. I could really teach people. All I'm saying is like I just want a beer. That's all. I got money for a beer. Don't worry about it. But if you got money in your pocket, there's two ways to get at me. It's the $ TSAR. That's Tsar and XEN TsarXen. That's at the Cash App, and also and I hate doing this. I feel like such a commerce fucking cunt. I feel like a commercial bitch right now. But you know, it does once in a while alleviate some stresses by getting me a beer or a plastic bottle of wine. You can also hit me at the PayPal, paypal.me/TsarXen. And thank you for joining me on this exquisitely ridiculous journey into the essence of the mind of what God does, or Zen, or where the fuck I am today. So come see me out. I'm gonna come back out here in like 35 minutes probably. Cheers, yo.